What do you mean it's not rewound? The movie that made us. Hello, and welcome to this week's episode. It's not even a week's episode. Welcome to this special episode of Chase and Whimsy, maybe? But I'm thinking like movies that made us, because Liam and I have had a couple of those episodes. So we have a guest, Lasagna and Hammer.
Hello.
Hello.
Who have recently been on the chats. They're on the live streams, Lasagna Hammer. So as we were talking the other day, I influenced Lasagna in a couple of ways with movies and TV.
Yeah.
And Hammer has lived under a rock for the last 47 years.
Yep.
Yes.
So
Of 80s movies.
So
Regular junk. Yeah.
So like whatever you watched in high school is your wheelhouse. Everything else.
He can quote word for word.
Anything pretty much before 2000, I'm all about it.
Okay.
So the old styles.
Right. When I met Lasagna, I got her into like anime a little bit.
Yes.
And she brought up this point of like, because like you Google like top animes, you're gonna get like number one, number two of all time is always gonna be Akira. I say, no, you can't watch Akira yet. So she's like, why not? I said, it's
too advanced.
It's weirdly, if it's the first one, and you're at a certain age, I don't think you can fully appreciate it yet. So I'm like, let's start with some Studio Ghibli. So Studio Ghibli, notorious for really cute, fun, like little anime movies. Were they considered anime? They're Japanese movies, but I don't think they're anime.
Let me Google it.
So we came up with this idea that maybe I come over once a week and just introduce Hammer to widen his net of film, cinema, and TV.
Broaden the horizons of the very few things I'm used to seeing.
Yeah.
Some new stuff.
Yeah, because you are fucking madly in love with the Black Donnellys.
It's a phenomenal show. I literally just started watching it last week. I'm halfway through the show right now. It's friggin' amazing.
So I think,
how did I miss the show when it came out?
it's weird because no one remembers it. I'm like the one of like when I watch it, Apple is like, why is there somebody watching this thing? like the server's like, hey, why am I working right now? So when you finish that, we'll go deep dive on that.
Oh yeah,
what you like, what you didn't like.
Yeah.
But today we're gonna start inaugural movies that made us. This movie is gonna change your life. Liam loves it. I love it. You love it.
Yeah. So I've heard of it. I know nothing about it. Never seen it.
And it is considered an anime according to Google.
Okay.
I've never dipped into or gone down any anime rabbit holes at all. So I'm pretty much
Not even Dragon Ball.
I've seen a few bits and pieces here and there, but nothing significant.
Right.
So it's literally, I am, for all intents and purposes, an anime virgin.
Yeah. In the 80s, late 80s, early 90s, it was still real underground stuff.
It was, yeah.
And Dragon Ball kind of helped it a little bit.
Sailor Moon,
but those are still all pretty little. Yeah. They were still all niche
and not that big here.
Right. Akira helped the boom. Ghost in the Shell kind of helped it go mainstream a little bit more.
Definitely.
If in all reality, if we had to do, we could probably research it, but Full Metal Alchemist 2003 is what really kind of made anime mainstream across multiple platforms. Plus, we had all the when was Iron Man? Was that 04?
Oh,
405 something.
Yeah.
So like the nerd boom
Yeah.
is happening around that time.
Yeah.
So Full Metal Alchemist is considered one of the best animes.
You did introduce me to some of that on Netflix. You got me to watch some of those.
Yes.
So
I dabbled in a few episodes.
Right.
It's actually quite good.
It's fantastic.
It is.
My nephew JJ, he didn't like who was it? Avatar: The Last Airbender. he's like, no, it wasn't really, didn't look like his thing. He's like, I'm not real big into the kung fu thing and the magic powers of the elements. His favorite thing in the world now. Like he loves it. So Uncle Ben has a general idea of what's good and what's not good. So we're about right. So we're gonna real quick. What is your impression of My Neighbor Totoro? Like, why does it resonate so much with you?
It's the sisterly bond, the two sisters, and then like just moving to a new place, and it being different. You're nervous, you don't know what's gonna happen. And like, I'm sorry, but the freaking sprites,
Right.
like, come on, so cute.
It's the I love so dad moves two girls into the country to be semi close to mom who's sick, and then there's the whole adventure of finding these a lot of like Japanese folklore and like some Japanese like tradition themes across it. So these kids find a Totoro, and it kind of helps them get through this idea of moving and mom being sick, I guess.
These huge changes in their lives.
And then just and then the imagination of two kids, like a 10-year-old and a 5-year-old, just the imagination that they have during this adventure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to think where I found it.
Because you definitely introduced me to the whole Studio Ghibli thing, and I just because like I know we watched a couple, and then I watched most of them like on my own throughout the years.
I found it because I was illegally downloading movies, and I was trying to find animes. So I would just search animes and just started downloading a bunch of them. And then you do some early 2004 research or earlier research of like what are some of the best animes. Studio Ghibli, Miyazaki
Yes.
is always up there on top.
Yeah.
He wrote, drew, and directed all of the movies. Like a huge chunk of these movies for years. His son ended up doing some stuff. He's semi-retired, but he's come out twice and made a couple of movies.
And I think I was reading the English dub version, the Fanning sisters.
Yep.
The sisters.
Yeah. Matt Damon is in Ponyo. Billy Crystal is in Spirited Away.
I never paid attention to that.
Right. I get weird when I like hear a voice. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know who that is.
It's not familiar, but you can't place
right.
anything.
So I like the idea that as we get you into more of like animated, what were your impressions growing up about anime? Like what was it about it that you stayed away from?
I came from a much different era.
Right.
I grew up and I remember most of the 80s. So my anime experience is G.I. Joe the cartoon from back in the day. And then other junk cartoons I tolerated when I wasn't running around outside playing in the dirt. So I mean, there was plenty of TV, but it was mostly adult movies way too early in life. So. But yeah, I knew of like Robotech.
Okay.
Like some other, like random ones that would show up in like, sometimes you'd see it if you were at a friend's house and they had like cable, because we were poor, right? We only had broadcast TV, so we only had the regular junk. But yeah, very little coverage of it. And when we started going to Comic-Con, I totally jumped in on her trip.
Yeah,
we went to Comic-Con that year.
Nice.
The true kind of San Diego show. Holy balls, it opened your eyes to so many cool things.
Right.
Like it was just amazing. Like you could like not care for any of it. Going and seeing it for yourself was just amazing.
I think what's hard is people not giving it a chance because they have this
preconceived
notion. Yeah.
Comic books, like growing up, you're like, I read comic books, but I can't tell anybody.
Right.
Now it's like that's all I do is read comic books. I love Marvel and I love DC and all. Like now you have a nerd opinion.
Now they're arguing over and starting fights over who.
And it honestly, like, the media of delivery is almost irrelevant because there's so many options and so many types. It's the writing and the story where the truth of it is, and there's so much good stuff out there.
It's interesting because you get some of these stories that are like, what is this, 88?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
No kidding. Oh my God. Where have I been?
Like it,
The
it's
best year ever.
what?
Yeah, I was born that year.
But it's always interesting because when you go back and look, like, because one anime you're like, kind of weird, and the art style's a little bit different. You got the Sailor Moon stuff, but like if you actually sit down and watch, like the way they tell a story
Yeah.
is fucking crazy. Like they'll write for days and days about a story, and then they always like to kill their bad guys at the end or their good guys,
Yes.
So they got some of those tropes, but it,
Rurouni Kenshin, like that is one of my all-time favorite animes, and because of that, because it's like this similar to Full Metal, like they have and they take advantage of the opportunities to tell these amazing stories. So like, why wouldn't you? I love it.
you watch GI Joe. I couldn't tell you if there was an ongoing story the whole time. I watched Doug back in the day. I can't tell you if there was an ongoing story from season 1
I
to
remember
season
Doug.
3.
I watched a little bit of Doug.
But they were all like one-off episodes almost,
Yes.
with
were-
recurring characters.
They were production
But
cartoons.
Yeah,
each
They weren't
episode
really
had
anime.
a lesson.
Right.
quote, unquote.
Anime different is a different thing because I've heard so many passionate people talk about anime,
Right.
where it's like it's a different level of
It's like
storytelling.
you're watching somebody's life play out.
Yeah, they focus more on the story, and then they're just using some old traditional animation. Even now, most of the animation is still like I watched a video a little while ago, like the different cartoon styles in the U.S. from from all the way through the 80s into the 90s and where it is today. Whereas like your anime, the styles basically stayed the same. Like all your
88, you can't tell that this was done in 88
Right.
because it's remained, his stuff has
Yeah.
remained consistent in the
True to
animation
form.
of it.
Yeah, as we watch this one and as you continue on with Miyazaki, he's got certain themes. He loves flying. He has flying, and he has some form of like
Yeah.
steampunk
Yeah.
ishness to it. So we're gonna go ahead and pause it. We're gonna come back after we watch it, and we'll get your thoughts about it. And then, when's the last time you watched it, Lasagna?
It's been a couple of years.
Okay.
It's been-
So we'll get Hammer's
Version viewpoint.
come back. He's like, I'm like,
and
and you're allowed to,
was never heard from again.
right? You're allowed that opinion, but you'll never be back on the show.
This may be my final broadcast.
So we'll hang out, and we'll see you guys in a little bit. Welcome back. We just finished My Neighbor Totoro. Hour 28 was the runtime. Made back in 1988. 94% Rotten Tomatoes. Hammer, what'd you think?
Not at all like I expected it to be.
Mhm.
I have no idea what I thought it was going to be like going into it, but it was actually very entertaining.
I guess I should have asked you what you think it was going to be.
I had no expectation going in. I honestly had no idea what it was about. I'd seen the name, going, it's some kid movie. I just literally wrote it off. Didn't have any emotionally invested interest at all. But it was actually quite good.
What are some of your favorite parts?
I enjoyed the frog looking at him at the bus stop.
Yeah.
Where he just like the facial expressions of non-humans in this, it was animated beautiful.
Mhm.
Like you could really tell that, like, obviously in the late 80s there was a different kind of era of animation going on, but there was a lot of painstaking detail in very small things. It really kind of helped carry the movie when there was no dialogue, where it was like kind of transitional scenes between stuff,
Right.
but it flowed seamlessly beginning to end. Like there was always something to look at. There was always something to laugh at or enjoy or be entertained by. And it was actually really good. I'm
So
what's up?
in theory, there's 5 more coming, part of the whole collection. They're not Totoro,
But like
same studio,
right,
same guy.
right. Okay.
Plus the
Okay.
6 I'm about to buy, so it's like,
Yeah. So like there's more. This is probably the most lighthearted of all of them,
Okay.
I think, would be fair.
I thought for sure I was just waiting for the axe to drop. Mom is dead,
Spoiler: Mom's not dead.
which didn't happen, which I was actually kind of pleasantly surprised by. But man, I got to tell you, these kids don't have any wardrobe at all, and like the phenomenal stamina of youth, where they literally run hundreds of miles in this movie. Like, holy shit! But it was good. The imaginative like take that they really kind of dive into it a few times. It's quite well done.
Like there's the scene where Granny was like, I used to see him when I was a kid. So like the acknowledgement that a young person can experience.
Side story
Okay.
to go with that. So when one of my younger cousins, when he was like 2.5, he would sit. Oh no, sorry. Come into my room and stand at my bed, looking at the corner between like where the bathroom was and like the window, and just stare.
Uh,
And he never said anything, never made any expression. He would just stare. So then our cat came into our lives, my very first pet, and he would stare at the same spot. Then his brother came along, and he too would stare at that same spot. And in my culture, there's a belief that kids and animals can see things that are not of this world
Mhm.
up to a certain age, and then we lose our innocence.
Right.
And then, we get jaded, whatever.
Right.
So I absolutely loved that line from Granny.
Right. That's like the idea, because like dad even got to a point where he's just like the forest spirit doesn't want, if they don't want you to see him, you won't see him, and that's why the tree fucking covered the hole and everything else. But culturally, that they kind of were like, we play into this kid imagination thing.
Yes. They can see beyond a veil, quote unquote, that us adults can't, because we're whatever.
It's I forget what it's called. It's the thing when kids, the reason why kids stop believing in Santa is they reach that age where they start to uh, piece it together that Santa can't be real. So it's like it's like the same thing where it's like you get to a certain age where like obviously there's no more tree fucking spirits, but like there were like childlike innocence. What's your favorite things about the movie? Lasagna, having been 5+ years removed.
Oh yeah, it's been a minute. Um, I still resonate very much to the girls using their imagination or seeing past the veil that adults can't, to cope with their mom being sick.
Right.
Like, the older sister, Satsuki, she knows the seriousness, while May is still in that innocent stage
Right.
of mom is just fine. So it's like there's that deeper thing between the siblings of one understands more and is trying to protect the younger one, and the younger one, she just wants her mom back.
Right. Yeah, a lot of the reassurance, like, oh, she's fine, she'll be back next week. Whereas like the older's like, no, she's gonna be in there for I'll check the calendar. Mom was in the hospital for like 3 months.
Yeah.
Uh
I still that has remained the same for me. And of course, the fucking surprise are just adorable.
yeah, right. I watch it, I see Liam and Sophie. That's all I see.
See?
Is Sophie just running around. I'm doing the same thing. The adventure, like how adventurous kids are, like they're fucking fearless.
Yes.
Like that's my favorite part. Is just the whole idea of like just fearless and just doing like you're gonna run through a bunch of trees and fall asleep in the middle of the woods, and you're like, it's totally cool, it's normal.
Run around barefoot and just sitting and enjoying everywhere. Now as an adult, you're like, oh, there's a bug there, there's a bug there, that's nasty.
Right.
If a dog peed on there.
Huge spectrum of weather changes. They're literally in like a tiny summer dress. They're like, what the hell?
Right. They don't catch you cold.
What do we think of Totoro as a fucking? He shows up in Toy Story 4 or 3.
Really?
He's one of the plushes in the background.
Oh,
Oh,
at the new girl's house.
Well, soot sprites are another one of
Spirited Away.
yes.
Um,
Oh, I didn't know about Toy Story.
yeah, he's in the background.
Nice. I love those
Yeah.
Easter eggs.
Totoro is, I mean, he's a well, as I mentioned as we were watching, he reminds me of my husband who can fall asleep, stay asleep, does not matter if you bat his nose or whatever.
House is on fire.
Yeah.
He'll do his thing and then he'll go back to sleep.
I just like how the Totoro as a forest spirit is like also super innocent, and he's just like, I'm just doing my thing, man.
Yeah.
He does a lot of mirroring. He's like, they're standing outside in the rain. I'm going to stand outside in the rain. Like, I don't know how to be human, so I'm just going to copy you a little bit.
What'd you say about the acorns?
No.
Acorn dance?
Oh yeah, the little acorn dance as the kids had planted the seeds of like they're not growing, and then they wake up in the middle of the night and they see Totoro and his little Totorites out there doing the acorn dance around the thing, and they grow the tree.
Yeah,
That was pretty up.
like it's just I like it because it's just it's just enough for a kid to be like, to get him interested in watching it, continuing to grow and like,
Right. That was a little nice bump after the whole like dark turn where you're like sitting there and she's in school.
yeah.
Then her little sister and granny show up at the school in the middle of the day, like, oh, that can never be good. What the hell? You're
Right.
expecting like death news, and it like thankfully doesn't happen. And you're like, oh damn. That was pretty cool. That was a nice little one. It was a nice turn.
So movie came out in '88. Disney, their partnership with Studio Ghibli, like 07, 08-ish, and that's why you see the Disney collection versions of all the movies, and that's when they were remastered and redubbed with all these other. Disney they put a bunch of money into the voice acting and understanding the because one of the reasons people don't like anime is the translations and the dubs
Yes.
are way
Actors.
off.
Yeah.
It's not
I prefer so.
English or American in nature, so it's not gonna be.
Right.
People clearly show their racist ignorance when they don't seem to be able to appreciate things from a different world.
Like
I mean, I hate to say it that bluntly, but it's true. Suck it up, people. There's other places that aren't America. Okay, I'm gonna get up.
But yeah, Disney they worked on the translation, and then they made sure that they understood what everything meant. So like there's scenes in Spirited Away that are a little like niche to culturally.
Yeah.
And Disney's like, I want to know what that means. Like I understand what we're watching and what we're saying, but what is the tradition behind this? So there's a little bit of an understanding to kind of give it to make sure that they give them their dues.
As a foreigner, that is hard to do.
Yeah.
It truly is. Like there's certain things that I've tried to translate from my mom, and it's you can translate the words, but like the meaning behind them, the spirit of them, the context, it's hard. It's sometimes it is very hard. So I mean, if they did it right, props to them. But I personally, that's why I prefer subs.
Yeah. Most of we looked at the trailer for the cat one. That one was like an older version. I'm sure they remastered it for the Disney collection. But yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I like the idea that at least Disney put in the time and energy to at least understand what the hell they're reading.
That's awesome. Because it is hard. It truly is getting that nuance,
Right.
especially of the cultural things. Because one of the things I noticed was the bowing, right?
Yeah.
So like you say thank you and it's a mutual bowing. And there was one scene where the dad says thank you to Granny and they bow to each other.
Right.
The girls don't. So there's,
Right.
as Granny's moving away. So, and that makes sense.
I like the attention to detail to all those things too.
Yes. the shoes off, because so they don't mention what period, what year this was set in, but like you can kind of extrapolate because there's the phones, there's the
It sounds like then
yeah,
all paper, all books,
yeah,
very old school,
yes, the
respected.
water pumps, the wells,
The respected style of living and,
yeah,
and of education and people just generally all had an open
yeah.
respect for other
But I
people.
mean, it was made in '88, but
It could easily have been take place in the 60s.
exactly.
Right.
Yeah, right. Altogether, totally 4-star movie. Like,
Nice.
so
Okay.
Like, eh,
I got to watch it again and still enjoy it. It was good. And I probably would take something else away from it if I watch it again.
it's not one that you want. Bored on a Saturday, it's not one that you just throw on.
Yeah.
You
It's
an
not a background
appreciated
movie.
film.
Yeah.
It's an appreciated.
you wait for someone who has basically the only time you're gonna watch it is anytime you show it to somebody else. Basically,
You bring it into the fold on an intelligent way because, like, not just anybody will watch this movie. It's clearly something that you would have to have a level of respect for people openly to be able to truly appreciate it. I thought it was really well done.
if you're worried about, and it's not, it's still technically classified as an anime because it is anime by definition is a Japanese drawn cartoon.
Right.
But there's no like crazy hair, no different color hairs, like no craziness. It's
Very
just a very
traditional.
yeah.
But-
By definition.
But it was consistent and it was detailed. And I mean, the level of artistry involved in it was top notch.
But for the fact that it was made in '88,
it looks
the
really good.
detail, the drawings, the everything, you can't tell.
Knowing nothing about that movie, I would have guessed mid 90s for sure.
Yeah, you could put 10 years on it.
Yes.
At least.
Yes.
Like they clearly had the ability to look forward and respect their own art and just did what they did. And it continues to hold true and it's got a weighted value to its own thing and it will always be respected.
And that's why
Just looking at it as no one who has any intelligence with anime is pretty solid.
Right.
But that's why it's also there's no need to change that style because it does continue. It can go forward with it. Because I absolutely you can do so much more with animated facial expressions than you can with live action actors.
Yeah, that kind of movie would never be. You could never do it with live action one like that. You couldn't do it. All you would do is insult everything and totally fail.
We'll save the whole live.
Disney doesn't own Studio
We'll do
Ghibli.
that thing.
That's a different podcast series to come.
I
later.
have so many opinions about that.
That will be an R-rated cast,
Oh,
just to let you
I enjoy them.
know.
Is there a movie that you're from your childhood that would be parallel to this? Like,
Yes, I could definitely connect The Land Before Time, the original
There you
first
go.
Land Before Time,
Oh,
absolutely to this kind of
or like
same
5
kind of feeling, same level of innocence,
yes.
but yet still high degree of respect and the kind of animation when they did it was just
I
fun.
couldn't have found a better fucking movie, dude. Like shit. Like that's solid.
I remember watching Land Before Time, like this movie's awesome, and then they had like 15 sequels that I was like, never saw any of those, but the original was great.
Oh, that's awesome. That's such a good pick. Oh man, I was gonna try.
That's the only thing that comes anywhere close to what we just watched. Is that movie?
Oh, dude, I'll take it.
Land Before Time rewatch coming later.
Like I was gonna make like the low hanging fruit and be like like early Disney, like your like the classical like Aladdin and
Lion King.
Lion King, like
Like
that
that
era.
Yeah.
But
That decade of awesome fucking movies.
at the same time, those movies didn't convey a story that this one did.
I mean, there was a story, but not to this level.
as an
To where-
absolute lover of those early Disney movies, there's nothing that's comparable to this movie.
Right.
No, I've never seen Land Before Time.
Land Before Time.
I am a foreigner. Stop it.
Okay.
Do you have a foreign movie?
No,
Non-American movie.
no, 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 no,
Oh man,
no.
the Land Before Time is pretty good.
It's pretty solid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely from the 80s.
Same, all your dinosaur babies, and they're all out doing adventurous stuff. They're all
Yeah.
there's an innocence between all of them.
With like wicked going
Oh,
on.
it's the dinosaurs.
Yeah, the dinosaur one.
No, what's the one with the furry flying creature?
Oh,
Never-ending Tale?
well, that's a never-ending story.
Oh.
Yeah, that's live action mix. No. We're talking straight animation.
Okay.
Yeah,
I've seen clips of.
We'll have
Okay,
you watch
I've
it
seen
on your
clips.
own,
Okay,
or we'll do
yeah.
a watch thing for you.
Okay.
It's a great movie.
Never ending story. But that was last time you guys
That's a
watched that.
different podcast as well. There's so many casts that do not. That is a totally different discussion.
Well, what happens is you got to get with nephews and because the idea of movies that made us is we have to introduce, because it's super hard to get Liam to watch, like on the surface,
Any kind of stuff. Right?
anything pre like 04.
Yeah, you have to
Yeah.
tie him to a chair, strap him down, and force him to watch it.
You got to get him in he's in it when he's in a good mood and he's open minded. He will go backwards and watch, because he said that he gets a lot of his TV movies from me.
What sucks for kids nowadays is they're so used to high def and all these other like crazy levels of shit. They don't appreciate some of the stuff that appears dated.
I don't know if
It tells
it's
a great story and it's really entertaining.
I don't know if it's that that they want to appreciate. It's this, they never give anything a chance.
True.
I think that's where the problem is they're like,
They're
why am I
those-
going to watch this from '88
Right.
when I can technically watch 100 other things on Netflix?
The door is
And
closed and like they just don't want to look back. But I mean, there's still
Well,
such a lot of
You
great
see a lot of
stuff.
it in video games. Like you can't get a kid to play the original version of anything from PS1. When they're like the graphics sucked on it.
Like if I walked into your house like, hey Liam, let's play some like GoldenEye or Perfect
Right.
Dark at the 64. They're gonna look at me like I'm crazy.
Except for he does enjoy it because we were finally. He's got to wait for the moment. You can't force it on him.
Sure.
Like you want to have to watch it first and be like, and then wait for them to kind of be interested in it. I think that's how I tricked him a couple times.
Yeah.
Like he has an appreciation for Train to Busan.
Really? That's a great movie.
That is actually quite a
That's
you
a
can't-
great zombie
she
movie.
turned me on to that, and that was fucking great.
You can't tell people to be like watch a random Korean zombie movie.
Right.
But if
That
I'm
was
watching
so
it,
well done though. It was really good.
but if you watch it because like I see that my mom is just like what is she watching? I just kind of look at it and sit down and I just get like hooked on it.
Yeah.
As long as there's no hard sell, you can do it.
Yeah. Retro gaming, another podcast coming
Right.
soon.
Super Mario. Have you introduced that to him?
Like the OG Super
He loves Mario.
Yeah.
He likes we did Mario 64.
Okay. Back then.
Once we did 64, he went back and hit 3. 2 is kind of a janky. 1 kind of janky.
2 is that weird stage.
Yeah.
To go back to movies right
Yeah.
quick. Have you ever watched #Alive, the Korean version?
Wait, maybe
Never heard of it.
Netflix.
Alive.
#alive.
So it's another zombie movie, and there's a guy in one apartment building, a girl in another.
Yeah.
Did you? Oh,
Yeah.
so good.
That
I fell down
Yes.
when I did a palate cleanser. I jump into the Korean
Yes,
food.
I love the
Never
Korean
seen it.
zombie movies.
Never
So
seen
good.
it. Go ahead. I'll take it on.
So we're gonna hit any last thoughts?
Yes.
Last thoughts, old Totoro.
Are you excited for anything else moving forward? We have at least 5 more movies.
There's other Totoro universe movies that are coming from the same makers that I'm actually interested in watching the other ones. We did see a preview for the cat
Cats.
movie. What's it called? The Cat Returns?
Yeah, Cat Returns.
That looks pretty awesome. I'm
Yeah.
absolutely down to see that.
So he gets picked the next one.
Okay.
And what'd you pick?
I don't know.
Okay. Think about it.
Announcement coming soon.
Like House Moving Castle. There's like three of them coming up. 2 of them surrounded by war, which is actually kind of really interesting. That's his take on the war.
Woo.
Kiki's Delivery Service is probably the next one.
Me too.
The idea that I love Kiki's Delivery Service, and back in '91, they're gonna be like, "You're an idiot." But it's like, no, man, it's a coming of age,
DoorDash, Grubhub,
right?
Uber Eats.
Like, especially when you get older, you kind of look backward. You know, like it's just it's the coming of age of a young lady growing up and going out on her own.
Having an idea like, hey, I can make this work.
Yeah, I'm a witch. I want to deliver some fucking
I'm down. Check that,
dude.
So I was like, so I picked the first one. He'll pick the next one. Then you'll read the synopsis of the last 4, and then
Pick
you'll
one of
pick
those.
yes,
Cool.
and then we'll rotate.
Cool. To be chosen after the next one.
Yes.
So we'll go through. We have the 6, but if there's another movie that randomly comes up,
Yeah.
we can obviously we can jump in. We don't have to stick with the animated.
Okay.
Being a kid growing up in the 80s and 90s, like you kind of miss a lot of the old school animation where they really took the time and
Yeah.
the attention and really just dove into the art of it.
Right.
Because the story was great and it all got brought together with like phenomenal visual representation
Right.
of everything they were doing. But like they didn't go stupid with it. Like they just did what they did and it took them however long to do it. But like, man, it really was it. There were several scenes specifically that just showed kind of like random parts of like just living your normal life in a day. It just showed so much in a single scene.
The like one of the biggest difference, like you're saying, is they will hold on a background.
Yes.
They will pan a tree, and they will sit on that tree for like 5-6 seconds.
Like 5% of that screen is animated and the child runs off of the edge of the screen and you're still sitting there looking at dead
Right.
trees and shadows and you're like, oh, okay, they're
Right.
gone. And
Right? Like
your crickets chirp and they still haven't moved.
like back in the day, it was Bugs Bunny running down the hall, and it just keeps repeating the same hallway
Right.
because they need to fill 5-6 seconds of something. But they actually take the time to sit back and just be like, enjoy this
Drink this
background.
in.
Yeah.
And there were a couple of scenes where like the little girl was looking underneath the house
Yeah.
and then she would look at like a little trench and
Right.
like an old dilapidated bottle and like a shadowy
Right.
little crevasse
The
under the house where it was like just dusty stuff. And then like showed maybe her face and then like a bunch of stuff.
Right.
And like none of that stuff moved. It wasn't like specific to the story, but it was like, this is what under a house might look like.
it
was just, it was awesome.
it's more relatable because as a kid, you're going to sit and look longer as opposed to just clicking out.
You're fascinated by everything, even though it's literally a junk
Yeah.
canal under a house of like just old stuff sitting there collecting dust.
So,
But like, no, their artistry can't be denied. Like the movie is phenomenal.
it's definitely has a style. You could probably play you a handful of movies and you're like, that's definitely Studio Ghibli.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, absolutely.
There's definitely
Like, there's a theme,
yeah,
They have a feel. They've got a
cohesion to the style.
basically like 90s Disney. You could watch any animated movie, like that's goddamn Disney.
You
That's
take it away. You're like
that is Helpless Female, Stupid Mill,
you can put out of a crowd
and song,
movies.
and song, and like in the adorable character
Yes.
sidekick.
Yeah, animal sidekick.
Yeah. So they all have their formulas.
Yes.
This one's not as clear, but you can definitely feel hints of it all.
Oh,
So we're gonna record a couple more of these, and we're gonna take all of them, 5 to 10 of these, and then sometime after the summer we'll just release them consistently. But
more to come whenever we get to it.
so this will be backlogged for a minute, but
No worries.
I think thank you guys, Hammer. I look forward to you watching the rest of them.
Like, yeah, there's tons of these I haven't seen, so I'll be over to do many of
Right.
them. It was great. I enjoyed it. I look forward to more feedback.
Baby steps, but it is you can find most of them for free on HBO. You can buy them on Apple, and they're part of the Disney collection. So ironically, you can't find them on Disney Plus
Interesting.
Of course not.
because
They need your money.
Disney had probably the rights to the DVD versions, whereas HBO went and got the streaming. Yeah,
Yeah, it makes sense.
Thank you for being open to this, honey.
Absolutely. There's tons of stuff that I'd be able to do.
yeah.
Heck yeah.
Well, we're gonna we got all kinds of stuff. We got my taste in movies. You got in TV, like you said, we're gonna do Black Donnelly soon.
Oh yeah,
We'll find something that she
that
likes.
review is gonna be great. That'll be a rated R review.
It's gonna be amazing. I'm waiting for you to just have notebooks and stuff. But thank you guys for hanging out, and
More to come.
talk to you later. Whimsy.
Whimsy.